So who here loves to travel? Alright, that's cool. So who here has been to Boise, Idaho? So many of you guys have been to Boise, Idaho. So today I'm going to be talking about Boise, Idaho and some of the activities you can do there. I have a story to talk about with going to Boise. So one time I was longboarding with my buddy named Hector, coincidentally, and we were going to this steep hill in Boise. And so in Boise there's like this big green belt that stretches like 6 to 5 miles, and it's very green, very like nature. So like we were on there, and we were on this big bridge, and then we were about to just go down. And I remember him telling me like, "Hey dude, this is pretty steep. Like we probably shouldn't do this." And I was just like, "Come on, dude, it's summer. Let's get it. Come on." So we start going down there, and I'm going down to this hill, and like halfway there, I'm just like, "This is too fast. I can't." Like, you know, when you go too fast, you hesitate, and so you start putting your foot down, trying to slow it down. So I did that, and as soon as I did that, I instantly braked, and it just started tumbling down the hill and just eating it. And even though I ate it, it was just probably one of the funniest things I did. It was just me and my friends just longboarding. So after listening to my speech, you guys should be identified 3 activities to do while being in Boise, Idaho. So one of the first things I'm going to talk about is longboarding. So longboarding is one of my favorite activities, not just because it brings me closer to nature, but it just brings me closer to the people around Boise. Because Boise, the way I describe it is a big, small city. There's so many things to do, but you're also limited, so you kind of have to be creative with what you do with. So longboarding for me was kind of made me creative in that way. So I'd always just grab from a bunch of people, and we would always just mount up and just hit the green belt, or we just go through downtown and just see the scenery. And then the people there are always doing crazy stuff on the side, so we check that out as well. And another place I would recommend going longboarding would be, let's see, there's this little area, like a little garage parking, and sometimes we go in there and we just ride that thing, and sometimes we go down the little steep part, and then sometimes we go up it, just trying different things out. So that's another thing you can do there while longboarding. Transitioning to my second activity is trying different restaurants there. So Boise, there's a lot of restaurants there, and there's a lot of Main Street restaurants, and there's a lot of family restaurants. So I would recommend just trying those things out. My favorite family one was called Barbacoa, and that place is very good but very expensive. So if you're looking for a fancy meal or fancy get-out place, I would recommend that. But my always go-to place would be Buffalo Wild Wings, because that place is just amazing. There's TVs everywhere, there's sports, there's beer, there's everything that you need just to have a good time. I recommend. But those are not just the only things you can do in Boise. In Boise, there's tons of different restaurants. Like there's also this cool pizzeria called Pie Hole, and that place is amazing. It opens till like 4 a.m. So sometimes, if we're bored, we just hit up Boise and we just go to Pie Hole and we just eat there and just hang out with friends, just on a summer activity. Transitioning to that, I'm gonna go to my third activity, which is, what's in my head, is hiking. So hiking, if a lot of people like hiking here, is a really cool thing to do. In Boise, there's this place called Table Rock, and it's kind of like a plateau that sits over the city. And I think it's amazing because it's kind of like a little cool overview of like the whole city of Boise, and like what you can do. You can obviously take your car up there if you're not trying to hike, but like usually I like hiking, so I go hike with my dog or my friends, and we just hike up the trail. It's like 2 or 3 miles up the hike, and you just have to be careful with the rattlesnakes and stuff. But other than that, it's fun, getting a little good exercise. And then once you get to the top, like how I said earlier, just a great overview of the city and very pretty. I would recommend going at night because you can see all the city lights and all the restaurant lights and all the house lights, and it's just a beautiful view. And to recap, I will go over the 3 activities to do in Boise again, which is to go longboarding, try out the different restaurants there if you have the time, and to go hiking. So I hope my speech makes you guys want to go to Boise and try new things. And thanks for listening, guys.